Welcome back to goldstocktrades.com. Today we have a returning guest with us, Shawn Khunkhun. Shawn is the CEO of StrikePoint Gold, which can be traded as SKP on the TSX Venture. It also can be traded as STKXF on the US OTC. Very exciting project, a company that has really two major discoveries right now. They're drilling in the Golden Triangle. Shawn, thank you so much for being here with us today and for discussing StrikePoint Gold.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Grateful to be on, Jeb.
And just so investors know, we will be talking, might be making some forward-looking information, cautionary statements, so please read and be cautious. Right now, StrikePoint is exploring two major discoveries in the Golden Triangle, both at the Willoughby and the Porter projects. They're hitting high-grade gold at Willoughby, and they're hitting high-grade silver at Porter. So, Shawn, you go first. Let me know, which project would you like to discuss first? Two exciting discoveries.
Sure. Thanks, Jeb. I think before we get into the projects, just real quickly here, two things that are really important. The people. So in terms of management, we've got a great team of Golden Triangle experts. Rob McLeod is a technical advisor, Ryan Waymark, a technical advisor, Adrian Fleming's on the board, the CFO of Ascot Resources is a director. So we've got the right mix of team. Ian Harris is a director as well, great mining engineer. So we've got a capital markets team, we've got a technical team, so we've got good people. And then one last thing I'd like to mention before I get to the projects is the shareholders. Eric Sprott is a large shareholder at over 16%. And then two significant mining companies in the area, Ascot and Skeena, two corporate shareholders. And then we've got about 40% of the stock in the hands of some great institutions like Crescat, US Global, Gold 2000, and Delbrook and others. So you've got a great team, and you've got a great foundation of shareholders that are enabling us to go after and develop these projects. And just one other thing I'd like to mention, Jeb, is StrikePoint was created at the bottom of the gold market in 2016, and we acquired these projects before the price of gold and silver moved up in the last 12 or 18 months. So we bought the projects at a low. We've raised significant money. We've got $6.5 million in the treasury right now. So we're fully financed for the exploration activities that are ahead of us. And we've got these two dynamic projects that are in an area that is garnering a lot of attention. Recently, Newmont has taken over GT Gold for over $400 million in cash. Both Skeena and Ascot are both making some significant strides and developments on their projects. And we've got these two very, very exciting assets that, if you want me to make note on our presentation here, I'm looking at slide 7, Jeb.
Yes,
where it shows you
right
where
now
the Porter Silverado mine is in relation to Ascot's premier mine. It also shows you where the Willoughby project is located in relation to Red Mountain. So that's sort of a high-level overview of where the projects are. They're in the shadow of a production facility, which is very, very important. Infrastructure is so key. And if you want to get an overview on the Willoughby property, slide 10 shows you the types of grades that can be witnessed at Willoughby.
So, Shawn, highlight some of those grades. Yeah, I'm on that slide right now.
So basically what we inherited here is we bought a project that had a tremendous database of drilling. It was a project that Sabina CEO Bruce McLeod had explored back in the 90s. And so we bought a project when the gold price was $1,100. And so we bought it right, and it's got a tremendous endowment of high-grade gold and silver. And really the question that we're looking to answer is, can we connect all the high-grade zones? So there's a lot of gold and silver on the property, but can we connect the zones and make a mining decision? So we've had 2 successful years of exploration on the property where we've connected some of those dots, we've extended some zones, and our technical team feels like we are unlocking some of the key pathfinders and traps for the system. So we're very, very confident as we head into the 2021 drill season that we are going to continue with some more exploration success at Willoughby. But moving over to our Porter project, if looking at slide 14, this is the one that's really captivated our shareholders and really captivated the market. And why this project is so special is there is a shortage of high-grade pure silver plays. If you look at Alexco, that's operating in the Keno Hill district in the Yukon, and you look at the grades that Alexco has in their mine plan, Porter's resource is the same grade. So it's exceptionally high grade. The past production on the property was even higher. And so the target mineralization in between the 2 mines, we're looking at even higher grades than are stated in our resource estimate. But basically what we have here, Jeb, is we've got a dynamic silver opportunity. It's a mountain where at either side of the mountain, you've got two sets of endowment, 2 high-grade silver systems, and the area in between has never been explored. And the reason for that is there was ice that was a big glacier that sat on top of the mountain. That glacier has receded by about 1.5 kilometers or about a mile, and it's opened up a new exploration corridor. The area in between the 2 mines is 2.5 kilometers, so there's a tremendous opportunity to build ounces. And, from my experience, when you have 2 structures meeting, you have the potential for blowout grades. So, we had a very successful season in 2020, extending those veins at surface. This is a pretty simple project in terms of how to follow the veins. You just follow the chutes, and we'll be drilling in that area in between, and the potential there is for a very, very, very large high-grade silver system. Now, the big prize here, this is how SK Creek started. It started as a high-grade silver mine, and we've got a big land position here, so that once we get away from the high-grade silver mineralization, there's likely a very, very large gold system lurking on the property as well.
Well, Shawn, thank you so much for giving us this quick update into the exciting discoveries that you're making, both with gold at Willoughby and silver at the Porter project. Would you like to highlight anything else, maybe before we leave, like the Yukon portfolio?
We've got this portfolio in the Yukon that was put together by legendary prospector Shawn Ryan. The portfolio in 2011 had a $400 million valuation. We bought it for $150,000 in cash, and by issuing some stock. So what we've demonstrated is we can buy projects, we can do M&A transactions. We're very active. We're very efficient explorers. And going into 2021, we've got a healthy balance sheet, no debt. We've got tremendous liquidity in our stock. But at 20 cents a share Canadian, 16 cents a share US, I think there's still tremendous upside with the company.
Could you talk about the company's commitment to the North, commitment to the local communities?
Absolutely. Social license is everything. I've learned from our technical advisor Rob McLeod on how to operate here. He's a 3rd-generation miner, born and raised in Stewart, and his commitment to the community is something that I am following through with. So whether it's the local communities in Stewart, our workforce, our contractors, everything's Stewart based. our commitment to the First Nations in the community, the Nisga'a. They're our brothers or sisters. Happy to report more than a third of our workforce comes from Nisga'a. So it's my goal to bring long-term, strong jobs to the area, and it's through the development and discovery of projects like Porter and like Willoughby that will lead to that.
So to contact StrikePoint Gold, you can go to the website strikepointgold.com. You can also get in touch with Shawn he's on Twitter. StrikePoint Gold is also on Twitter. You also can call them in Vancouver at 604-602-1440 for more information and for more details about the company. Exciting time for StrikePoint Gold to be traded as SKP on the TSX Venture, and it also can be traded as STKXF on the US OTC. Thanks, Shawn, for being here with us today, and we hope to hear good news with the company going forward.
Thanks for the opportunity, Jeb.